John, if you're asked to assess an older person who's had a fall, what do you actually look for when you're doing your assessment? What things do you assess?
Falls in the elderly are actually pretty complex, and I kind of look at it as 4 pillars that you have to address. You have to look at the individual, you have to look at their environment, you have to look at risk factors, and you have to look at psychosocial or their family or their community interaction. All 4 of those, there's potential for falls. And so if you address each one of them, then you can really help in predicting if the fall is likely to happen again, or if there's issues that need to be addressed to prevent future falls.
How do you assess their environment?
Well, it was interesting. Earlier today, I was doing a home visit, setting someone up for who was getting ready to have a joint replacement, going out to their home. And this was a person who had a lot of medical issues. And when we looked at her home, for her to actually get back in, she had to come in her basement to come upstairs that were actually illegal in reference to the height. They would never pass code nowadays. If she wouldn't be able to get in through those stairs, which she will not after her knee replacement, she has to come in around the back. Well, the back there is 8 stairs, but there's no arm rail. So what they plan on doing is going and driving the car around through the backyard up to try to get close to the back door, which is great if it's not raining or hasn't had a lot of rain or isn't snow. But Medicare or whatever insurance, I do not think is going to say, we'll keep you in the hospital and spend another $1,000 until it's sunny. You're going to have to figure out that environment beforehand. A lot of times when I go into a home, light is a huge issue. A lot of elderly folks have, grown up in the World War II generation of conserving, and they conserve in their light. Visual acuity as you get older, or the ability to see clearly, becomes less and less. You need more light. And a lot of times as you get older, especially if you have some cognitive issues, if your mother or dad is starting to have some cognitive issues, a lot of times when they'll get smears or things on their glasses, they don't particularly pay attention to it because they get used to the new norm. And yet that's huge in being a risk to fall.
So do you assess glasses when you go into a home?
I do. One of the first things
Really?
I do is I will take a look at their glasses and I'll take them off. And a lot of times I'll just walk over and I will clean them and put them right back on, and they'll go, oh, wow. And it's like, yeah. And certain diseases like Parkinson's, you actually get an increased sebaceous and that get on the glasses. And so sometimes you actually have to have them cleaned 2 or 3 times a day just to be able to have that visual acuity.
What other things might be in the home that's a hazard?
Clutter is a big thing. As people downsize and they move from their big homes to their intermediate home to a condo, they forget they need to downsize their clothes and their stuff. And that becomes then a trip hazard for them.
Right, because their rooms are often smaller and you still need the same amount of hallway space, but so the furniture needs to go too.
And then there's cords that go back and forth, and they've got cable and they move it this way. And then you've got rugs over top of rugs. And as you get older, a lot of times you need grab bars. And in the bathroom and in the kitchen are places you need to be able to have contact because you have water on the floor. And if you don't have bars in the bathroom or in the kitchen, your setup is not so if there's water on the floor, you can't catch yourself, there can be issues there also.